everybody, Westcoast Johnny, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. So I'm almost done with that deck, and I've been working on my Scamp trailer like crazy, and there's always something to do, but I really want to get this thing literally finished and on the road in just a couple weeks. So I'm going to paint it, put the windows in it. I'm doing some little things like making my shelves bigger. I still have to do some welding, my bumper, my the stuff on the tongue, the battery box and whatnot. But I'm determined to take this thing camping far away for at least a few days, and I'm gonna do it, and it's gonna have to be before the month of August is over. Okay, well, here is how she sits today, and we're in the first week of July. And I've been, like I said, busy, so I have not had time, but now I have the time. So what I'm doing, and I have myself scheduled all next week to complete this task, is I'm painting the entire top half, and then the following week I'm painting the entire bottom half. And that is going to actually get a lot of other little things done, other things that necessarily aren't part of the paint job, but they have to get done before it gets painted. So by scheduling it that way, it forces me to get a bunch of things done. Let me show you. All right, well, here is my Scamp trailer schedule for the month of July. We're here. Today is Independence Day. Happy 4th of July, everybody. So tomorrow I'm going to prime paint the roof, and then I'm going to roll and tip the top half with the Elect Seal, and it's going to be done Friday by 4:30. I usually work till 4:30. And then on the following week, I'm going to paint the lower half, and it's going to be done that day by the 4:30. Whether I do it this day, it takes me till this day to do it, it doesn't matter. It's going to be finished by this day, Friday at 4:30. So with certainty, I can say on the 17th, that Saturday morning, I should be able to go out and start putting the rubber on my windows and, you know, putting my windows back in, because the whole trailer will be painted by this day. That's why I keep a schedule, and I go week by week, never day by day. It's too hard that way. So if I have a great day or a bad day or a smooth sailing day and this gets done early, that's great. I have time for more things. If it's the complete opposite and it literally takes me till Friday at 4:30 to do it because I ran into so many problems, that's fine too, because it still gets done. And that's how you keep a schedule. So let me show you what I'm doing out on the Scamp. Okay, right here, Scamp uses 1-inch angled, it's like angled iron, you know, like an angle. But I need another piece across here. So I went and got one. I'm going to weld it across there for my battery box so it can mount here and here, the battery box. Then right up here in the front, this is where I'm going to put my 5 pounds, or my cylinder, you know, my propane cylinder. I wanted to show everybody my really cool top, how it turned out, avocado green. Love it. So that is the actual color the trailer is going to be, and I just wanted it like an accent color. And then I'm putting my shelves in, and I'm making them bigger because I didn't compensate for the curve, and I made them straight, you know, because I had square Baltic birch plywood. So I had to make a special piece out of wood for each one, and I used my perfect pattern method. Fiberglass one, I just got to go fiberglass the other one. So we're going to go do that today too. Everything looks really nice the way everything got installed. And if you're new to the channel, there's no rivets holding my cabinets through the roof. They're just held in with these like little blocks. See that? Little blocks. Now I know it looks kind of funny. I was thinking of putting more elephant skin and painting these, but I kind of like to see the fiberglass work that was done. If you just paint everything, if anything ever cracks or starts to pop, it's really hard to notice it when it's just all painted. So I can really keep an eye on everything when I can see it. all the cabinets like that. Here, those little blocks are just kind of hidden everywhere. Block back there, see that? So, the only rivets I'm gonna have are just for my windows. The side window, I have a window here, window here, window here that gets rivets. Then I have a special vent that I had custom made that's gonna get some rivets that goes there. All right, well, before I paint it, I gotta put the slab sealant on. So I'm gonna put a 3/8 inch bead all the way around my Fantastic Fan skylight that I installed, because I don't wanna put this on a painted surface. I'd rather just put this on over the skylight where it meets the trailer and then paint over this. So anyways, it's self-leveling, which means when you put it on, it'll just kind of, as it dries, it kind of starts to melt out perfectly flat, and then it dries. So it's really smooth all the way around. It's really nice. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Okay, it looks like everything's starting to kind of self-level. You can see where these just kind of melted down and everything's just kind of flowing. So I'm hoping in a couple hours or so it'll be dry. So I have some body work to do. So these were the rivets that used to hold my cabinets in, see? And I took them all out. And now I filled it with, and I fiberglassed these, and I sanded it, but you can still feel an imperfection. So rather than just, prime painting over it, because, no one will ever see it, I don't like to skip steps like that, because you're like cheating the process when you do that. And if you cut corners once in a while, it can turn into a habit. So I'm gonna make these smooth as glass with my refined body filler. Even if no one ever sees it, I'll know that it was done right. These up here still need sanding. Those were the back rivets. I gotta sand and put some body filler on that, and then I gotta work with these spider cracks. So I got a lot of spider crack grinding to do today. Okay, so I'm gonna do it right here in the shade. All right, it's the very next morning, and I've been out here taking all the paper down. And what I realized, because I had my paper up for so long, that you can see the masking tape. See, it's like glue. It just like melted all around the trailer. So now I gotta clean all that off, because I'm gonna be priming all this today. So I just gotta do this for a little while, and then I'm gonna clean it with maybe some acetone. I might have to re-sand it lightly with some sandpaper. But anyways, it's a beautiful day, and that is what's going on. So here was an original Scamp decal, and what I did was I made a pencil mark exactly where everything was, because you can kind of see it. You could see it through the, it was on for so long that you could just see where it was. So I'm just gonna measure it all up, and I might just make the matching decal. All right, well, a lot of finger sanding is going to have to be done around this. I can't get any power tools in there, and that's fine. So with finger sanding that's what it's known as. There's a lot of little things you can do. I like to roll paper up, but you have to be careful. You don't like push with your fingers and then leave finger indentations and things like that. Sometimes you can, like I said, roll it up, fold it up. But this is 80 grit. I'm sorry, this is 150 grit. So I'm going to just do a lot of this kind of stuff all around here. Then I'm gonna do it with the 320, but I'm not gonna worry about this today. But I am gonna worry about this side today, because I'm gonna paint this whole half, but I'm not gonna paint the inside of the door. So see what I'm doing? You just, you could use one finger, even pressure everywhere. Now up on the roof above the door, I had to patch a bunch of holes, and the only thing I can think of is they must have had an awning here and they screwed like nuts and bolts or rivets. When I got the trailer, the previous owner took it off and he just put like caulking over the hole. So I actually had to grind them all out and fiberglass them. Now I'm gonna sand them real smooth with, this is the finishing putty. So, and I'm sanding it right now with 220 grit sandpaper, and that's fine enough, believe me. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on this. Sanding everything down, and making sure there's no, imperfections anywhere, because we just want it to look nice. Okay. And it really, the old saying, the paint job is all in the prep work. It really is true, especially something where you're spraying. But then again, this is going to get rolled and tipped, so only the bottom gets sprayed, and that's next week on the schedule. This top is this week. Okay, well, actually, I just found an area that I need to put some more filler on that. I don't know if you can see that, but it had some filler that's been sanded and has like a low spot. I should have marked that with the pencil, I didn't. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some lightweight, the refined filler on here real quick. Well, I'm gonna call it a night. It's getting kind of late, and first thing in the morning, this gets painted, the whole top half. So that's gonna be a separate video, because I don't wanna make my movie too long. So this is all ready to go. There's just a little bit of sanding to do in a couple spots. One of them is right here. Gotta sand that with finishing putty down. So, like this, that's ready to go. This is not. I found a little dent and I had to fix it. And then I gotta, you know, dust everything. Here, and I have a spider crack on the other side that I'm gonna sand, and then that's it. This thing's ready for prime. So again, thanks for stopping by. If you have any questions, you could always send me an email at westcoastjohnny@yahoo.com, or you could just leave a message. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and leave a comment. All right, everybody, take care.